Okay, kids, let's go.
That was pretty fucking close.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it?
Hello, what have we here?
You guys are so funny.
Holy shit. It ain't C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy.
Fucking A. May the force be with us.
Rogue Squadron podcast.
For now.
Tuning in. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. For now. I wonder what people are going to, one day in the future, what people are going to think about looking back and listening to this. What they're
Think
gonna
about
say.
looking back.
Thinking about, looking back, about listening about.
Considering about
this
looking back.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just curious. If you're listening to us in the future,
Let us know now.
yes. Email us in the past and let us know. I want to know how it sounds to your ear holes. Just let me know.
It's one of those things like if time travel ever existed, we'd already know, right? It's like impossible that it wouldn't, because you'd have unlimited opportunities going forward to go back.
I guess.
So it can't ever exist because no one's ever come back.
Yeah. I don't know.
It either exists or it doesn't. We went diving in deep today.
Someone should make a time travel movie and try to explain that.
They did.
None of them make any sense. I know how hard you tried, but none of them make any sense.
Yeah, none of them.
Speaking of time travel, I've actually been wanting to rewatch Endgame, and I want to pay closer attention to the time travel elements in that one. Because I think of all things considered, they did it pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of kept it simple. They didn't base the story off of that, while it was like a huge piece of it. It was like one act using that ability, and that was like it.
Yeah.
It wasn't the entire fucking movie based on it. Let's go backwards, forwards, and now we're all in the
Sideways.
same time. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I agree. I'm in the Marvel mood.
Definitely.
Just WandaVision's really been. I can't sing its praises anymore. Unch and a scrunch, but
You got 2 more weeks to sing its praises.
yeah, it's weird that they are doing only 9. Not that they're doing only 9, but the fact that they ended on, hey, we'll do 9 instead of 10
8 or 10.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if that's just how long it took to get the arc out. We're talking about with Mando, like, do you plan for 8 episodes and craft the story around that, or do you craft a really interesting story, and then if it ends up being 7 or if it ends up being 12, it is what it is? Because Falcon and Winter Soldier is only going to be 6, I think.
No, it's a good point. Like, as the production process of creating a movie or a series or whatever, you would assume that you would write the story beginning to end and then build the episodes around that.
Yeah.
But what I feel like happens is, hey, Marvel's allotting you 10 episodes, fill 10 goddamn episodes regardless. So then you get into all right, well, this one, Wanda gets stuck in the bathtub, and how's she gonna get out? You're like, what the fuck?
That would be a great episode. There's rumors that there's going to be a 10th episode that they haven't announced yet. I hope that's it. I hope it's just Wanda in the bathtub. Just stuck. Just can't get out.
The notorious bathtub scene. Wanda, with all of her powers, the porcelain took over.
And then Pennywise comes out of the drain, and then we just have a crossover into Stephen King universe.
God, and then the turtles show up. And
I was absolutely thinking of Dark Tower, though, very much in this last episode as I was watching the episode itself, and then also watching explainer and Easter egg videos about it, because at some point there's going to be an explanation of a nexus point in the universe where there's something that's stable, even though there's a million alternate realities in the multiverse and everything. There's one area or point or person that is actually stable and is constant through all of it. and that's the whole plot of the Dark Tower, basically. So I'm just headcanoning the fact that those universes are linked together, even though they're not.
Which ones? It and Wanda?
Dark Tower and Marvel. Yeah.
Oh. It's a huge opportunity that I don't think we've ever spoke about, but with Thanos doing the glitch, or what do they call it?
The snap,
The snap?
where he snaps his fingers.
I thought there was the gap, or the humans called it something. The glitch? I don't know.
Oh, I see what you mean. The fact that everyone disappeared.
Yeah, the blip. The blip.
Yeah.
The fact that the blip happened could almost cause the X-Men to be a part of this realm now, this timeline. So, I guess I've never really thought about it in my head. Like I know they're already like trying to cross over, but the blip could be like the hardcore like boom, that's the point. Everything changed going forward. So
Well, that's the big question with Pietro. Is it just somebody being controlled by what's her face, or is it actually Quicksilver from the alternate reality who's now in this reality? We don't know yet.
yeah, and with the events of the last episode, anything's possible. So
Mm-hmm.
so we shall see.
We shall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was a beautiful day today.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't see much of it.
Just get the weather report right out of the way.
Yeah, I had like a pretend sick day. I kind of just bummed around today. I'm normally like, let's get out and do something. This is like a day off. But yeah, we woke up and I just like, you know what? I ain't feeling. I just want to do nothing.
You try to get out and like cut the grass and shit usually?
Well, I tinker, fuck with the Challenger or something, or
Yeah.
work on a project. Yesterday, I installed a ceiling fan.
That sounds fun. Good weekend project.
Yeah, so it went smoother than I expected. So it was like I figured it could be a full day thing because different brackets and shit that you buy one thing and then you look at what you got. You're like, fuck, this isn't gonna work. You gotta run back to Lowe's and it could be a full day thing. No, plugged right in, popped right up. Screwed everything in, followed directions, done. And I was
Nice.
like, 2 hours in, we got this shit. So.
Do you get one of those fancy ones that are remote controlled?
No, we got the regular ones that you pull.
Flip the switch.
Yeah, just a regular ceiling fan.
Yeah, nice.
So,
Congratulations.
yeah,
That's a big achievement.
it's my first ceiling fan, so I'm now gonna get a neck tattoo of a ceiling fan.
I'm here. I support that. I'm
I-
here for that.
I know.
Yeah.
So, again, I just kind of been bummed. You mentioned Minecraft like a few weeks ago, and I kind of booted it up like last weekend or something, and just been chipping away at that. It's nice to just disconnect and mine
Absolutely.
random shit. So,
Literally. Are you still in the same realm or where are you at?
no, I started my own stuff, my own world. Yeah, long time
Gotcha.
ago. So I just went back into it and kind of restarted.
I understand.
But yeah.
I'm scouting out a new area in our Dangus Nation server.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna jump back into it tonight. Find a new spot. Start everything over from scratch.
Nice.
Well, not truly from scratch. I guess we can go back to the old domain if we want to, but just get into a new area.
Yeah.
Start fresh.
The exploration is fun, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I didn't even goddamn put a hat on. I'm pretending like I'm sick today. I just wore sweatpants and a big overed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that piece of attire.
So I just said, fuck it. If I'm not going out in public, I ain't gonna look like a human today. So
It's interesting because when I have a fake sick day, I put on a hat instead of doing my hair. So I guess it's the opposite. I haven't seen you without a hat on in years.
yeah, it's got the fuzz,
Yeah.
the regular
Yeah.
human hair. I learned how to grow it. We're at an early age. No.
That's helpful. Keeps your head warm.
Yeah, this is we're crawling along here today.
The ceiling fan's important.
Yeah,
That's an accomplishment. You deserve an award or a trophy for that one.
yes, a small badge of honor and an achievement, an Xbox Live achievement or something.
Yeah, now we're talking. They should have that for just regular life events. Like you should get life
Different
achievement
types
points
of
for like, you know, like having a baby is like 100 points. Ceiling fans like 10 points.
yeah.
Yeah. Waking up is like 5 points.
Wait, yeah. Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you see how many points everyone has.
Oh, it's a daily count.
A daily tally. Well, then you see, you know, you log in, you see how
That
many.
sucks because everybody that dies gets 0 points. They didn't even wake up.
True.
Although
Well,
I guess
they got
you could wake
points
up.
for all the other days. No, but then like you know how you log in, you see your friends' gamer scores, and then you're like, oh man, I need to play more. My score is lacking.
I've never paid attention. The gamer score, like I've never. Sometimes it pops up and I'll see like Commander Cody's 200 points ahead of you, and you're like, I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, it'll pop up every once in a while.
I've never seen that.
Turkey Rap says, you see the Rick and Morty episode where they go to the arcade
Never seen Rick and Morty.
and play the real life game. No, honestly, I've dabbled in Rick and Morty, and actually just yesterday morning we watched I'm gonna jump all over the fucking place. We watched
I'm ready. for
Austin
it.
Powers
I like it.
yesterday because I didn't feel like thinking, so I just like put it on, and then Hulu automatically played Rick and Morty after that for some reason. It just chose that, and then so we sat there and like while we were cleaning and putting in some shit, just watched like a 3 episodes maybe of it, and it's fun. It's really funny. I don't get the hardcore like, dude, it's the greatest thing ever, but it's really funny. Because you get those like Rick and Morty fans, man. I don't know.
And everyone I've ever talked to about Rick and Morty does, yes, treat it like it's the best, you know, comedy cartoon of all time.
I do love the way they use technology and like very nerdy aspects and just use it for hilarity. So it's fun.
I always felt the same way about people who liked Family Guy.
Yeah.
They
I'm
were
the
like
same.
religious zealots for Family Guy. So
Again, I'll watch, I guess. I don't know. People ask me, hey, did you see that one episode? No, I have no clue. I'm sorry to upset you, Carl, but I ain't never seen it.
I watched all the Star Wars ones, the Star Wars Family Guys. Those are
Yeah.
fun. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Anytime they're making fun of the original trilogy, I'm here for it.
That's the only ones that I
It's
ever.
a nice change of pace.
Oh man. Yeah. So watch a couple of Rick and Morty's, and then now I'm here. So
It's on my list. I'll get to it eventually. I got way too many other things on the list, though. I'm not going to watch. It's not a priority.
the other thing I saw was
Not even
Sonic became streamable on one of the services for free. So
Good. Which one?
I'll have to double check. It might be Hulu, but yeah, I know you and I both were like, yeah, we'll watch that next, and I was like, I'm not paying
Couldn't find
$15. I'm not paying $15 for this shit. So
Yeah. No thanks.
So yeah, we'll maybe we'll set that as an achievement for next week. So
How many points do I get?
Oh,
I'll tell you if
depends.
I'm going to actually do it or not.
We might lose points depending on how bad it is.
That's true. Well, actually, the worse the movie, the better the podcast, because then we get to complain about stuff. When
Yeah.
things are going great, there's really nothing to talk about. It's like, that was a good movie. I liked it. All right, next episode.
Next episode, yeah.
So, you know, we need something to shit on. It's been a minute.
Yeah. I do have a versus. You might be able to guess it with my background.
Oh, Revan versus Vader?
Yeah. You know, I Googled just Darth Revan because I was honestly going to put a Revan background on the show today.
Nice.
And I saw this picture with Revan standing next to Vader and Screen Rant. I'm not going to give them any credit. Even though I just did.
ScreenRandom.com. Everybody go check it out. I'm not. They didn't give me this idea at all.
But they created like a versus match. Actually, this happened July of last year, so it's fairly recent. And they did like 10 aspects, and they decided who won each one.
Okay.
And you just want to dive into this because it really pissed me off.
Oh, God. That means Revan won all of them?
No joke. I was actually surprised, but I was surprised at who won a lot of the stuff, and then I was also surprised at who won the overall.
So what? It's just like categories like force,
all right,
lightsaber combat, stuff like that.
yeah. So let me just walk through this. So top 10. Like I said, this is off ScreenRant.com.
So everyone that hates this this versus, you can go complain to them about it.
Yeah. So up front, who do you say, like in a battle? Who would you say?
Like one-on-one.
Yep.
I need to know the scenario. There's too many factors.
They're on land.
Thank you. Very helpful. They're not
Well,
under the sea.
If they were in the sea, I think Vader would short circuit. So
Kit Fisto wins if they're under sea.
yeah.
Under the sea. Yeah, I mean, I need to know the scenario, but I guess my gut would just be Vader because he'll refuse to lose.
He just won't die. Yeah.
Right.
He's like the Terminator of Star Wars. So
Yeah.
no, that was my assumption. Like
Okay.
I love Revan. My love for Revan, I think only Commander understands my love for Revan because he probably has the same love. It's just he's such a cool character, and that's what really launched us into everything, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, Darth Vader is Darth Vader. Like, unfortunately, we look at Revan's storyline, and I don't even know all of it. But the fact that Darth Vishit, used Revan as basically a pawn. Now I get it. Darth Vader was also used by Sidious, but I feel like he was closer to Sidious's level, and Sidious limited what he told and the knowledge that he passed on to Vader in fear of Vader overtaking him.
Yeah.
Revan was literally used as a fucking bitch and sent back and like, you're going to just do my bidding and you don't get a choice in any of this.
Yeah.
So that's my
That
bone
book
to pick.
is Legends. That book is Legends now.
It's true, but it
I
is from the
refuse to
one and
believe
only.
it. I refuse to believe it.
So
He
let's-
said on the podcast he didn't want to write it.
Yeah, it is an unfortunate thing that hit the novelizations. So, all right, top 10. Well, 10.
10
Whatever. I'm gonna
categories.
start here. Yeah, 10 categories. Thank you.
Yes.
Force powers. I'm gonna give you a guess.
Oh man. I would say Revan.
They have Revan.
Yeah, I would say Revan.
That really surprised me. I'd actually probably say Vader. I don't know. Like some of the force power, I guess we don't see Anakin even use a ton of force powers. He's just like
I just get the sense that Vader's like brutish, and Revan probably has more,
calculation.
He studied more of the Sith lore and Sith powers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anakin just charges in because he knows he's not going to die.
He's 50% Force.
Yeah. So, yeah, Revan would be like, all right, this
So
is
that's
our
my vote.
enemy. We're going to calculate this shit out. So
He's got a plan. Yeah.
So they do have force powers. Darth Revan has the edge.
Good.
Lightsaber skill. I think this is got to be
that
obvious.
one's super close, but I would have to go Vader.
They say Darth Revan.
Interesting.
First of all, I would assume Darth Revan just because he's dual wielding.
That's true.
So yeah. So listen up, kids.
See, here's the crazy thing though, is like I might say Revan knows more and like is a flashier fighter and can probably counter, and he uses 2 lightsabers and he's got a lot of things going for him. But at the end of the day, Vader's just gonna like grab his arm and break his wrist and cut him in half.
Yeah.
So like I don't know.
Well,
I
it's a good-
just go Vader.
It's a good point because I remember in the Rise of Darth Vader book, like he was fighting it was either a Jedi Knight or Jedi Master. It was a really strong one of them. It like equal to Obi-Wan. So he must have been a master. And he said like no matter what form he chose, Vader's swings were so powerful that instead of like glancing the lightsaber off, he had to like take like a brute, like an axe, like I got to stop this so I don't get cut in half.
Yep.
So it's like he like neutralized all forms just because of his brute force and his strength. So
yeah,
no, I completely agree. But yeah, I mean, on the surface, Darth Revan does probably know more. But I don't know. Like Darth Vader was Anakin, and Anakin pretty much conquered everything with all forms and everything.
I don't know enough from Anakin's time as under the Jedi if he like learned all the different forms or if he had a focus. But yeah, I just feel like he's just gonna overpower you no matter what. I mean, Dooku is like the best duelist in the galaxy,
And
and
Anakin.
it's just like, you hurt Obi-Wan, I'm pissed. It doesn't matter. Like, he overrides it.
Yeah.
Anakin's got just a force trump card for everything.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But yeah, so based on theirs, it's two to nothing for Darth Revan. So they get into some weird stuff that like really doesn't have anything to do with battles. But so number 8 was legacy, and they actually say Darth Vader. Now,
Yeah.
immediate legacy, absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. He was the devil even after, like,
Wait, legacy like in the lore or legacy like in the fandom?
in the lore.
I would actually probably say Revan, because I
See,
feel
that-
like a
yeah.
lot of stuff that Vader did, the galaxy was in turmoil and there wasn't Jedi and Sith really. He was just
But the whole downfall of the Jedi was at the hand of Vader.
but
Like, I know it was-
But do people know that? Or did just like Obi-Wan and Yoda and Vader and Palpatine
Yeah,
know that?
no,
You know what I mean?
That was going to be my argument. And the
Whereas
fact that
Revan, everyone knew what was going on in the Mandalorian Wars with Revan.
Yeah, but it doesn't like it's not as so like underground. I think Revan would easily have this because he like spawns a rule of 2
Right. Exactly. And that
in a very
influences
loose fashion.
the rest of the Sith for the next 4,000 years.
Right.
You know,
But
Vader did
no.
a bunch of shit, but he only influenced his grandson, really.
Well, also Darth Vader was born from the Force, so he does have that huge edge in legacy. Like this kid was
Yeah, but no one knows that.
shit from liquid goo.
That's what I mean. If no one
Yeah.
knows the legacy, then there isn't one, really.
I agree. They have number 7 feats.
How'd you get from 4 to 7?
No, we're walking backwards.
Oh, sorry.
10, 9, 8 was legacy. 7 is feats.
Feats. Okay. So I'm just feats and KOTOR. How many feats did
I know,
unlock
a
versus
bunch of
Revan
feats.
unlock?
I'm assuming they mean like things he like almost accomplishments.
Like climactic events.
And they have Darth Revan.
Really?
And I'm like, dude, Vader walked into the Jedi temple and murdered everybody. How?
Yeah.
How?
I probably would say Vader.
Even though, dude, I want to give Revan his due. Like the Mandalorian Wars, he basically single-handedly handled the Mandalorians and then came back and handled the Jedi almost. Like he's yeah. I don't know. They have Darth Revan. Let's keep going here. Enemies, they say Darth Revan. I would argue highly against that.
Enemies like their enemies?
Like who he had to overcome to be who he is. Like
Revan definitely had more. But
more, yes.
Vader's dealing with his own allies being enemies. Not to mention the emotion with his son.
Yeah. No,
But I would say Revan definitely had more enemies.
yeah. Kill count. This is a weird one.
I mean, if Revan's in control of a bunch of armies, do you count all that?
I mean, Vader's in control of a bunch of armies too. I would say
Yeah, I know,
personal kill count.
Personal kill count. This one is actually kind of hard to answer. I'm going to go with Vader off the top of my head, just because even in the temple, there was probably just like 500 Jedi just there.
Yeah. They have Vader.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and it is hard because like
Or Shinobi when you need him.
you know what? It's harder than you may think, depending on how you look at it. Because Revan was like at war,
Right.
which sounds dumb, but Vader was like the end of the war. He didn't have to kill the clones. The clones did the killing.
Mm-hmm.
Revan had to kill the Mandalorians. Like
Right.
there is a huge difference. But like you said, Vader walked in and had a 500 count.
Right.
Yeah,
In an hour.
Yeah, he had a killing spree. He had all the choppers coming in after that killing
Yep.
spree.
500 killing streak. Yeah.
This is the dumbest one I've ever heard. That's why you should not go to screenrant.com. Media appearances. So they're
Vader.
looking at on our end.
Yeah.
So,
Vader,
like, obviously Darth Vader, because Revan's only in 2 games.
Right. And a book and some comics.
Yeah. Popularity. This is a tough one.
Yeah, I think it depends on what type
Level of
and
fandom.
age of Star Wars fan you're asking.
What level of fandom? If you're a deep fan, it's I don't know. I agree. It's probably age related. Popularity's got to be Darth Vader, though. Like, everybody knows who Darth Vader is, even if you're not a Star Wars fan.
Yes.
Not everybody knows Revan.
Yes.
We'll just keep it there.
Okay.
Fear factor.
Joe Rogan.
That's what they have. They have Vader.
Vader makes sense.
Yeah, I think now that he's more machine now than man, it is a more of a terrifying. So let's do this. I'm gonna walk real quick. Force powers Revan, lightsaber skills Revan. Those two should fucking answer your question.
Exactly.
Force powers and lightsaber skill. Legacy.
Fuck of your legacy if you guys are dueling.
Well,
Whoever
also
wins the duel wins.
force powers, lightsaber skills, and feats are all Revan, and enemies.
Well, what class did Revan choose when he started his game?
Exactly.
That's the real question.
Let me run through this one more time. So Revan has force powers, lightsaber skill, feats, and enemies. So he's got 4.
And then Vader has 6.
Vader has 6, but it's popularity, media appearances, kill count, which yeah, sure.
Trophies.
And legacy.
Yeah.
They have Vader winning. I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. I guess it depends on what they say versus. Obviously, it's not in a battle because.
I mean, they can't write an article with just 2 questions.
Yeah. But which one smells better?
Exactly.
Which one smells better?
Yes. Yeah.
Where's Revan from? Did they ever?
Who's the better chef?
Who's the better cook?
Who makes the better hash browns?
Brownies. Cook them up. Make them.
Vader can't use Force Lightning. Revan can make hash browns with Force Lightning. There's no cooking involved. They're done instantly. It's like an air fryer.
Yeah. I was talking to Lord Kerner about KOTOR again, and he said he had a recent playthrough, and he went full dark side and was just insanity, lightning, insanity, lightning. You just walk through the entire game like that.
It's ridiculous, man.
And Deathfield. If you have those 3, it's a fucking cakewalk. You don't have to do anything else.
Yeah. I never finished that playthrough where I was doing force powers and blasters only. It was going well, much better than it ever had in the past, but I got halfway through Tatooine and I was just like, I proved whatever thing I wanted to prove to myself that it can be done.
Yeah, but you never did it.
I got very far.
You didn't get the achievement.
I didn't know no achievement points. And I didn't face Malik with blaster, but
Jesus, that's terrible.
It's fine.
That's
all I needed.
My quirkiest was actually one of my most recent where I wore full armor and had a actual blade in my left hand.
Mm-hmm.
That was the quirkiest that I've done because it limits your force powers.
Lightsaber and vibroblade, you mean?
Yeah.
Combo? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, full armor. So I couldn't do lightning. I couldn't do heal. There was a lot of them that it limits. You can't do. So yeah, it was different. It was fun. Actually, you hold up quite a bit fucking better when you have full armor on because your defense is so high.
Yeah.
Just a brick wall with a lightsaber. What?
Have you breached into playing through KOTOR 2 at all lately?
No.
Okay. That's fine. I haven't either. I was just curious.
You know what's unfortunate is, Butterclone, our buddy, sung the praises of that game for so long, and I started it, and it just starts so clunky. And even years later, I hear from other people. They're like, "Oh yeah, the second one's better. It's a better story." I'm like, "Fuck! Like, stop telling me that. Tell me it's terrible." And now it's just like guilting me into playing KOTOR 2, which
you should feel guilty. Or if you want to know the story that bad, just watch you can go on YouTube and just watch a plot explanation.
It's true.
Or you can play through it.
I should play through it.
Yeah. Probably get it on Steam though, with all the glitches fixed. Instead of trying to play it on Xbox and your game crashes and you lose your save files every time.
I do have it on Xbox.
Me too, but I remember it had a lot of issues.
Yeah. We'll chalk. We'll put it up on the chalk.
What do you? All right, I want everyone to vote. Please mail us a pizza roll with your vote along here. I want to know if you think Mopar is going to read High Republic first or play KOTOR 2 first. Which of those is going to happen?
High Republic easily. KOTOR 2 sucks. I'll answer that right now.
I'm going to read the second High Republic book, and then I'm going to play KOTOR 3 when it comes out. That's how long it's going to take.
That's yeah. Open world. Hey, you mentioned something about a new game.
Yeah, we have a new game to talk about. Let me pull it up here. It's called Star Wars Hunter. Hunter?
You know, I saw pictures of like the logo, but I never looked into it. So this is all brand new for me.
Yeah, I saw it teased on Twitter, and then I checked this out. Star Wars Hunters. It says, join the greatest hunters from the Star Wars galaxy in real-time cross-play squad battles. Dominate grand arenas using skill and tactics as you engage in thrilling combat to reign victorious with your team. It's a Nintendo Switch exclusive. And it looks very much like Galaxy of Heroes. So if I play a little bit of this teaser, it's only like 20 seconds long. It looks like a more robust version of the Galaxy of Heroes mobile game.
Yeah, that sucks. Even though I play Galaxy of Heroes, it's almost out of spite. Like, just something to keep trudging at. Those are okay games. I don't get anything out of them.
And it's unfortunate that we don't get much out of this teaser.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was nothing.
There was not even any gameplay. It just shows like 5 different characters hop up in their little hologram pod things, and that's it. Sorry, I realize you guys can't hear this. My bad. But yeah, I don't know
There's nothing to hear.
I don't know what the game is. I don't know what it is. And then it looks like we're in Jabba's palace, and then the door opens, and then that happens. So it says it's coming this year, which that's pretty quick. But again, I guess my assumption from what I'm seeing is that it looks like an updated version of those mobile games.
Yep. Pay $20 and you can get ahead. That's all you need to know about those.
Well, I guess if I did have a hope for it, it would be that it's taking all the good things about the mobile games, getting rid of the microtransactions, making it fun.
So making a completely different game.
Now, I haven't played those too much, but I know what they're based on, and I know EA, and I know how they work. So the fact that this one is not made by EA, and it's for a console, not a mobile platform, there's some potential there.
Have you ever played Galaxy of Heroes?
I think we were at your bachelor party, and you were explaining it, and I downloaded it and maybe played like a couple battles and then deleted it.
It's not worth it. I'm going to say that right now. Even though I still have it and I do chip away at it, it's just you don't get anything out of it. Like the only cool thing is that you can like collect characters, and that's literally about it. Like I'm surprised at the amount of characters that they do throw in there. Like you HK, Revan's in there, all the way to like Tarkin. Everybody you can play as, and they all do have like unique stuff, and you can build your squads. I guess that's the fun stuff because I have a full squad of clones, and they all help each other. So
that's cool. Yeah.
Most like Empire people will aid each other in certain ways, and others. So it is kind of strategic, but yeah, it's just not rewarding. I don't know. It's more of a pain in the ass.
This is a little different. I don't know. I'm getting different. All right. So I just looked it up on Twitter because I wanted to see. So the Nintendo tweet says that it's all new squad-based arena combat. But then IGN's tweet says a competitive free-to-play third-person shooter. So that makes it sound like it's not like
someone got their wires crossed. What the fuck?
Someone's wrong. Is Nintendo wrong or is IGN wrong? I don't know what's what. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's all we have to go off of. There's nothing in that teaser to really know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That
and they probably will have microtransactions because it says free to play. So
yeah, then it's definitely. See, that's a shitty thing. Like I'll get on there and want to play, but you have like only a select amount of energy. Like to battle, you have to spend energy, and then your energy, you spend it all, and then you got to wait like hours for it to build back up, or you can spend $5 and get more energy right now. And it's like, Jesus Christ,
that's so annoying.
It is. It like I said, it's more of a pain in the ass, and it's not rewarding. It's more something like if I'm just laying on the couch and the Cavs are playing terribly, I'll be like, all right, let me get on this shit.
Yeah, and just fucking
Do a
blast
couple.
them.
Yeah.
Blast some bounty hunters.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Cad Bane's a fucking savage in that game.
Yeah.
It does make me feel good about my fandom of
Good.
Bane.
Yeah, I mean, I guess on a positive note, we've gotten 2 game announcements since LucasArts rebranded, and it's only been a month and a half, 2 months. So we've gotten more announcements in 2 months than we have in the past. So that's a good thing to look forward to. And the game's coming out this year.
It does feel really weird, like they had this in their back pocket, and they're like, let's just start building a game, and as soon as we get the contract bullshit out of the way, we'll just launch a couple things right away.
Interesting tidbit, by the way. I read a book called Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, and it's about game development. There's 10 chapters, and they're all about like a different game. And he just kind of recaps with the development team, all the struggles, all the ridiculousness that goes into making a game, delays, et cetera, et cetera. But the one chapter was on Star Wars 1313, and he was going on a little of the history of LucasArts, and it actually started as Lucasfilm Games in like 85 or something, which I didn't realize that. And then they changed it to LucasArts. So earlier this year, when Star Wars announced that they were changing it back, they're actually going back to the original name, which I didn't know.
Interesting.
Lucasfilm Games.
Yeah. Have you ever watched I think it's on Netflix, but it's like the history of gaming, and they do different episodes on different games, and it's mostly super retro stuff, like cabinet games, and it's interesting.
Sounds like something I would like.
Yeah, it was it was fine.
Yeah.
It's crazy how mechanical games were back in the day. Like you go out to an arcade and you have the cabinets with the games, obviously.
Yeah.
I guess my point is, like, I think it was Missile Command. I could be fucking this all up. One of the classic games, Missile Command, launched, and it was like okay, but there's third-party teams started building these like processors that you could plug into the cabinets, and it would add so many different games to the existing game.
Yeah, DLC.
So it was basically a
physical
DLC, a physical DLC, and it was like I said, it was a third party, not associated with the original game or game at all. So there was a huge thing about it in the 80s. I think it was Missile Command.
Mods, baby. Mods.
Yeah, but the story about how people would hire them to come out and plug in their things, and because of the popularity, they started because they were college students when they were doing this in the 80s. And they started selling out. Like all the arcades said, "Hey, we need this update. Get it to me now." It's more of a crazy story than like actual game update. Like the game sucked, and then with the update, it sucked still. So whatever. That's the 80s for you.
Didn't suck back then.
It's true.
That's all they had, man.
It's true. I do like the culture wrapped around an arcade, and I'm glad like barcades exist now.
Yeah. Well, not right now, but.
Yeah.
I hope they'll be back soon. Barcades are fun, man. Barcades are a great idea.
It is. They should have arcades at like headquarters of companies. So like on your hour break, I'm gonna go smash a sandwich and then play some Battletoads.
That'd be dangerous.
That would be dangerous. Yeah, but like if you get tired of gaming, you do. So you get back to work and you're like, okay, now I had my hour of
I guess it depends on the company and how happy you are in your job, because you can get sick of work too. Then you go down to the arcade.
Well, yeah, but how efficient are you going to be when you're sick of work? Might as well go down and kill a boss or two, and then.
How efficient are you going to be when that Battletoads is calling you downstairs? Got to get the high score.
That went really dark if you caught that. I didn't even mean it that way. Go downstairs and kill a boss. I meant like go to the arcade and kill a boss at a fucking. I'm sick of work. Jesus.
Hey, depending on what games they got in the arcade, you never know.
Yeah.
Isn't there like an Office Space arcade game from back when that movie came out? I want to say there was.
Microtransactions 3, and all you do is pump quarters into it, and you don't get anything done.
No, you have to develop a game with microtransactions and screw over the consumers as much as you possibly can to win.
Mm-hmm.
How much can you charge them for with as little content as possible?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like this podcast.
Yes, please send
Every episode is a microtransaction. You didn't know
True.
that, but it is. So yeah, Star Wars Hunters, and that's all we got so far.
It's gonna be mediocre at best.
We talked about WandaVision a little bit, and then the other things I had on my list was the Mortal Kombat trailer.
Ooh, I didn't see it.
BlizzCon was this weekend.
I'm so out of the loop. BlizzCon, man.
All the Blizzard stuff, which I'm not into a lot of it. Obviously, I watched for Overwatch 2. I think they probably announced StarCraft and Warcraft and Diablo stuff, but again, I'm very out of date on those things. I just was watching the Overwatch 2 content, which is getting me super hyped for that game, man. Super hyped.
StarCraft Legends.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll have to. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about this. I just searched BlizzCon and then some stuff come up, and I've added StarCraft. So yeah, the fact that it happened, well, maybe we'll catch it next week on the show.
Yeah, man.
With details, because yeah, obviously Overwatch
Watch
has
it.
its popularity, but I wonder, if they took what they're doing with Overwatch and made it a slightly different game with the same exact setup. I don't know what I mean by that, but it has such it has such a good foundation of characters and abilities that like if you were to go, instead of doing versus, have a huge boss and everybody goes in.
Yeah.
Like you have to get like a squad play, force a squad play, and everybody be like 5-6 people go in and you have to fight a Rancor.
Yep.
Like
That's
fucking
what they're
do
doing.
it.
Yep, that's what they're doing. So they're obviously overhauling the PvP, the graphics, competitive, the game modes, all that kind of stuff. Updating the heroes as well as adding more heroes. But the big thing that everyone's excited for is the co-op and the PvE, going in missions, very much like horde mode, survival mode, like Mass Effect 3, very much. And they said there's going to be unlimited combinations of characters that you can use for certain missions, and every character has like their own little storyline, and depending on who you guys choose in your squad, they'll interact in different ways. And there's like hundreds of missions that you can do because there's unlimited combinations, a bunch of different maps. So that's like a whole new area of the game, which is exactly what you want. Story, squad mode, horde mode.
Anything with waves, man.
Let's do it.
The waves thing really always
love
gets me.
I
does.
do. So I'm very excited. And 4 different types of enemies, but they all have their own different units. It was giving me serious Mass Effect multiplayer vibes. Like you got those 4 different classes. Well, I'm just saying. I know we're bummed about the remaster, but Overwatch 2 is gonna fill that hole,
so
to speak.
Filling holes now.
Yeah. No, it was good.
Do
No
we know,
release date, but it was good.
Do we know the release date for Mass Effect?
May something or other. May
14th.
14th. Nice.
Yeah. God, that's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's coming up. I'll have a 2-month-old at that point, kind of.
I'll have maybe they'll be born then.
Yeah, what you have to make the decision. If it's May 14th, are you going to go to the hospital for your child, or are you going to play Mass Effect?
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey, you got an extra HDMI cord at the
this fucking hospital TV in 4K?
Yeah.
You got to.
No, I'm fucking hyped, and I know Butterclone is playing back through. I'm like, wow, I wouldn't do that because then I'd be kind of burnt out on it playing through and then having to play through again. But yeah, I'm fucking
about that too.
I'm fucking hyped. Garrus, if I can see high def Garrus, fucking sign me up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I didn't look up some of the details. Like, I wonder if you can take a save file from a old version and load that character up into the remaster and pick it back up. I don't know, but I think it'd be nice to just start from scratch and play through all 3 with the same character.
Man, it's crazy because like even for how dated the games were, they still looked great. So like updating them, it's gonna be ridiculous. And excuse me, I did see kind of a side-by-side quick clip comparing it, and
I watched the IGN video. It was kind of doing frames and clips from the trailer side by side with the old version. Very striking, man.
You know what's funny is I'm watching this side by side. I'm like on MassEffect.com, whatever the fuck, EA, and they have kind of short clips, and though it's like the left one's original, right one's legendary, and I almost can't even see the difference, admittedly. Which sucks. I see
feel
like,
like
oh
in-
yeah, the clouds. Like the clouds are. There's more of them.
I feel like in certain moments you won't. In certain moments, depending on how things are framed, especially if you're like far away, you might not notice the difference.
Oh,
But the big thing is going to be like the frame rate, and
Yeah.
when you're in action and things are moving around so fast, it's going to be so crisp and clean. So fucking ready.
You know what I'm wondering? So they have kind of a. You guys should just go to EA and look at this. But it has like side by sides. Well, it has a picture, but it has like a drag tool that if you pull it all the way to the left, it's the new style. To the right, it'll show the original.
That's
but
nice.
it looks like the HUD is updated too. So you have like a
Oh.
different displays and stuff.
As long
Yeah.
as I can hear that sultry ass voice from the codex explaining to me all about the alien history. I haven't heard him in a while, man. That was one of the coolest parts about that game. The Asari are a
The sorry.
I love it, man. I want that guy to do a podcast just explaining all the Mass Effect lore. That'd be a great idea. That's what they should do. You should launch that coinciding with the remaster. It would get you more publicity. Listen to me, EA. Now EA and Lucasfilm both need to hire us for different reasons.
For different reasons. Oh man, I'm no comment.
Right around the corner, man. Right around the corner.
I'm not look, I'm dragging this back and forth and it's like the sun looks a little better in the one. Outside of that, it looks about the same.
Give me a screen share, my guy.
Yeah.
Let us share in your experience.
Let's do this. All right. What the Frank? All right, so here's the full picture here. So all the way to the right, this is the original, and to the left, this is the new. So I'm looking at like the rocks. I'm like,
Yeah, the lighting, the shadows, the fog,
the grass still looks terrible.
the water.
The water looked great in the original.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
true.
like it looks about the same. I don't know. I don't want to downplay it because I'm sure it is a smoother game. Like you said, the frame rate's going to be huge. But like going back and forth here, I'm like, this one looks great, and this one looks great.
I wonder if they, because you know how the 1, 2, and 3 all had slightly different gameplay.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to make it consistent across all 3.
Yeah, it's a good.
Because I see that HUD's way different.
Yeah, it's down at the bottom. It does kind of remind me more of like the third one.
Yeah, so I don't know how they're gonna do that. But I still do see med packs and I see the grenades. And
Yeah.
those weren't in 2 and 3. So
I feel like it's just going to be like the third one, but it's going to be the first story. Like it's just going to look like the third one.
yeah, but is it going to play like the third one? They're pretty different.
Yeah.
That's what we don't know.
Obviously, your character looks better. Like
Yeah.
she looks a little choppy there. So
Yeah.
like the forefront stuff, but the background, like this doesn't look bad. I don't know.
Not at all. Not for fucking 2006.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. They did. I guess they did have other pictures here. If you want to go through here,
Oh yeah. See, that's
that's surprisingly different.
Yeah, it's a lot of it. I think is environment and frame rate. All the
Yeah, a
lighting and
lot of environmental aspects that they add: sunlight, glare.
lens flare.
Yeah. Let's go to this
Yeah.
next one.
Cha.
So you're fighting Lego blocks here.
Yeah,
And
and see,
it's
like
fun.
it's the ones that are far away like that. It's like you can't really tell until you're in the,
Yeah.
Well, like all the clouds and everything. The first one, it was just like a kind of a weird blue background, and now you can actually like see clouds. And
Yeah,
light
there's
shining
depth.
through, and yeah, I'm
All
ready.
right.
man.
And the last one.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of yeah, the characters are just gonna look phenomenal.
Yeah, the multiplayer.
I know. And they add lens flares. That's all what I'm noticing.
J.J.
Just-
Abrams did this remaster. Nice.
Yep, that's it. That's all I got.
That's cool, man. I'm excited. Because we don't have, I mean, there's not, I'm trying to think of games that are on my radar. I think it's Overwatch 2 and the remaster for Mass Effect. Fucking
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6 is so far away. That's not even on my radar.
Yeah.
And we don't know any Star Wars games outside of this new Hunters. And then what was the one they talked about last month? Why am I forgetting? Besides Fallen Order 2. There was another game. I can't remember.
I don't know, but Far Cry 6,
Oh my god.
it was set to release February 18th. But now I guess they bumped it back to April. But that's only couple months away. I'm fucking hyped because it has what's his face in it. That actor from
Oh yeah, Moff Gideon. Yes.
yes, thank you. It seems to work really well. What's your thoughts on that? Using actual actors.
Ubisoft is the open world Star Wars game. That's the one that was announced last month. Sorry. I just wanted to refresh my memory. I think it's a fucking great idea. I think that's one of the best things about Battlefront 2 is Iden Versio and that whole performance.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it's nice. And it just seems to be working. Cal Kestis.
Yep.
It's no longer like you need to like create a character because the character's already there. You just need to have a good script almost, and the actor will do the work for you. Yeah, it's nice. Stop having CGI artists build your acting.
Well, you still do have CGI artists doing a lot of things, but it's getting captured by an actor, which is good. Because I mean, you're already capturing dialogue from voice actors. So depending on how you're going to mocap the characters, you killing two birds with one stone and a better result.
Getting two stones bird.
One chickens with two eggs.
Man, the chickens in Minecraft piss me off.
Why?
They keep getting into my house.
You need a fence, bro.
I know. I have a fence up, but I just got lazy and just went to the front of my house. So every time I open it up, like a couple chickens get in. So there's just chickens everywhere. I'm focused on other shit.
Well, you got a farm going on, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot. There
could be worse things.
Sheep's everywhere. I do have that fucking demon guy flashing in and out. It's scaring the hell out of me.
What, the Enderman?
Yes.
Tall, lanky, black.
They're terrifying.
Black block guy.
He blopped into my house, and I was like, "Oh, get the fuck out!" So I just
he hasn't fucked with you, has he?
Oh yeah.
You killed him?
Yeah.
I feel like you usually I try to just avoid him, and then he doesn't.
My trick is you just stand under a tree because he's a block taller than you. So if you just stand under a tree, he'll attack you, but he can't get under the tree. So you just kill him. That sounds really dumb, but it is. That's my tactic. And
what if all the trees around you are super high?
Then you better run.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I've been just running, but if I encounter him, I'll look for a tree.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, baby.
Did you catch that Mortal Kombat trailer?
No, let's see it.
All right, go ahead and pull it up. I watched it, and I watched a recap. It was very interesting. Looks far better than the garbage that we had back in the 90s, which, as I think more and more about fanboy commentary, we should probably do Mortal Kombat.
Guaranteed. Man,
actually, having said that, I remember one day we were all just hanging out and drinking. We're like, we should watch Mortal Kombat. They were so funny. And we couldn't even, it was bad. We couldn't even like get through it drunk and making fun of it. It was that bad.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Veronica Vaughn as Sonya.
I noticed that the other day.
What?
Jesus, Sub-Zero is fucking vicious.
Share your screen, homie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were going to do that.
Oh, please do.
Let
these savages see.
You shall see.
Bloody destruction. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's not like I don't really follow the Mortal Kombat lore or anything, but it looks cool.
Yeah, obviously we're getting into Sub-Zero's house. Everything looks like a freezer. Lives in a beer cooler.
Oh, that was sweet.
Oh, watch this. Oh, that's how he made Jax?
Yeah, he ripped his arms off.
Fuck, frostbite.
Yeah. That's not good.
Uh-oh. Is he going to do that flying bicycle kick?
No, this is some new character, actually.
Oh.
They're using a new character for the like main dude in the movie.
Interesting. So just kind of throwing a new guy into the existing stuff.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it,
Is
but
that Liu Kang?
they're going deep on lore and shit.
I saw Raiden's hat.
Yep, he's in it. Scorpion's in it. I think Council Han from Rush Hour is Shang Tsung in this one.
Nice. So he's supposed
Damn.
to be Scorpion right there because he throws the thing.
I think so. Yeah, pre-mask. Oh, this is April. This is coming up, man. Everyone's holding trailers till the last minute. That's Liu Kang. I thought Jax had just one steel armor. He's got both.
I remember both.
I could be wrong.
Part
Something
Terminator.
totally different.
What is that?
Scorpion being a savage.
I need to see Goro. We're gonna see Goro.
Yep, Shao Kahn statue. There he is, Council Han.
His name's Lee. God damn it! There he is. Oh my God.
Yes. It's crazy.
You know, even if it's gonna be bad, which I am assuming it's gonna be good because it's just this is something that hasn't been touched upon.
this fight, this fatality here is amazing. Watch this. Oh, fucking froze his blood into a knife and stabbed him with it. Savage.
Get over
Awesome.
here.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's just something compelling about gratuitous gore and violence that I just want to watch it, and mixed with lore that makes zero sense.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
No, I agree. It's such a it's honestly it's a stupid game, and I never got into like the actual lore in the story. Like I've watched the old stuff, but it was like this is bad, and then
Yeah.
now I'm here. So
Yeah.
like to actually build upon that and have a new character, interact with all the classics, man. It could be fun. That's what I'll say. It probably gonna be terrible.
I'm sure it'll be fun regardless. But
yeah.
yeah. I don't know if it's going to be a masterpiece, but we'll see. I could be surprised. I'm open to being surprised.
Oh yeah.
Are theaters going to be open by then? Or are they going to
I
put
don't
it
know.
out on a? I heard for Snyder Cut, there's going to be select theaters are going to be open and showing it. And
That would be legit.
So like we're limited run in theaters, but then obviously it's on HBO Max. But
That'd be definitely one to try to catch in theaters.
yeah,
Maybe
And
even
then-
rent a theater.
immediately come back home and watch it again. Just 8 hours, just an all day Snyder Cut marathon.
Snyder
You have any thoughts since last week on Joker, Snyder, Justice Cut, Batman?
No, I haven't really thought about it. I'm trying to just let it be. To be honest, I did a little bit of like dark side research, which I'm not even gonna spout it because I don't remember any of it. I just looked at like him compared to Thanos.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be fun. It'll be
Yeah.
fun. I just don't want to overthink it like we always do. So
Exactly,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna let it be because we've already seen the fucking movie from a certain point of view. So, well, that's exactly how we've seen it. It's from a certain point of view.
Yeah, not Snyder's point of view.
So,
This is huge, man. They're going to huge lengths just for this has never been done before, I don't think. Like even Lucas going back and fucking with things in the special edition, like that's his own little director going back, finishing things. This is my director's cut, but this is on a totally different level.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's just been kind of quiet. You know, Star Wars. I don't know. Like, there's doing some game stuff, but I jumped back on Battlefront, and
How was that?
it's playable. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as deep as it cuts. It's fun.
I'm still so bummed that they dropped support for that game.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
It had such a good comeback, and they left it with so much potential. Celebration edition, and then they made it free for some one of those discounts on Steam or something like that, or Origin, I can't remember. And the online player base just surged dramatically. There was so many new players. Like it was on like the top 10 like currently most played games on Steam or something like that a couple weeks ago. because of that deal. It's just like the player base is there, man. You could have kept support.
Yeah, I assume because of everything going on, EA fucking around and they're like, douchebags are getting cut off of this. We'll just
Well, yeah.
stop the game and then we're gonna just
It was them prepping for the Lucasfilm Games shit. But whatever, guys.
I still
don't
can't
understand.
believe we can't play as Ahsoka in any game ever. It makes me so mad.
Right. Well, Galaxy Heroes.
Stop it.
Lego Star Wars.
Is she in Lego Star Wars? I don't even remember that.
I have no idea. Probably one of the new ones. They've done like 12 of those, right? Different eras and stuff.
I don't know. I try to play them every once in a while just because everybody sings their praises, and it's like, yeah, it's the same exact game as the Batman game, as the other game, as all the it's all just Lego. It's like it's fine.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's not what I'm.
Especially if you were like a very young kid, like just getting into gaming, that would be like fucking step one. Perfect.
Step 1, step 0. What do you think of WandaVision this week?
Ooh, did we call it or not?
Well, I can't really take credit for that. I did say it on the show, but I only said it because I heard someone else say it. I'm just parodying YouTubers.
Yeah, I had that in the back of my mind while I was watching it, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's fine, and we don't know where it's going. So fucking grade A ham. Like we're there. Vision is. I like Vision more. With this series.
I love Vision.
Wanda's fine. She just seems confused. I just don't know where she stands yet. Really, like she felt like she was in control of all of it. Now she's seemingly not, or maybe it was like a blend that they both had built this globe or whatever dome, and like unknowingly, she just didn't realize everything else going on. So I don't know.
Yeah,
and that obviously it's a hard link to all those people that say she's going crazy. I can't. It's so bad. It's so bad. It wasn't her,
right?
So,
well, like you said, she is doing some of it, but she's not like in everyone's heads, corrupting them and keeping them frozen. But she is doing a lot of things. And the kids are gone now.
Yeah, that's what I was. Are they gone? Like
well, we don't know, but it got very Silence of the Lambs ish at the end of the episode, because it was just unsettling in the house, and then she looks over at the rabbit, and then she sees like the moth on the window. And then she goes down in the basement, and it's like dungeon witch basement style. Like I got real Silence of the Lambs vibes at the end.
Well, Blair Witch, it just it just took a turn. Yeah, absolutely. That I wasn't ready, because they obviously you started the first episode and it's like fucking Bewitched, Happy Go Lucky.
Yeah,
which from a certain point of view, witches are the main theme throughout the whole fucking thing.
She been witched. Yep.
Been witched. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I just don't know, like, I don't know enough about Wanda to really like understand everything. But also, like, how is Vision still here? Like, you saw the Quicksilver or whatever you want to explain about that it like flashed and he was still dead. So, no. She was controlling him too. That was one of those small little things.
Was she?
Yeah, it showed her like in the front lawn, like fucking.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And he was at the front door, and you saw like a smoke on his back. So obviously she was like implanting him into a storyline for a purpose.
But like in the MCU, is that just a random person that she made look like Quicksilver? That's what we don't. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, is he actually crossed over from the X-Men universe? We have no idea.
Yeah, obviously we don't. No, I don't think anybody knows, and I don't know the story well enough to like even suggest one thing or the other. But that's why I like it, man. It's different. Yeah. Wanda's trapped, and the kids might be dead, and the dog's dead, and Vision's been dead. So we've all been witched, and like you said. So,
do you think? So we've obviously gone through all the eras of sitcoms. Are we in these last 2 episodes just going to be purely in current times?
Marvel, yeah.
Well, because
No,
I feel like we got through this last episode to like the Modern Family Office era,
yes,
which is just the past 10 years or so. So there's really no other era for them to explore. And now that she knows who Agatha is, I feel like we're going full present time for the ending.
no, yeah, I can't imagine what else would happen. But I actually was like commenting how good the directors have been, or
Mhm.
director or whoever was doing it. Like they hit each era perfectly. And when I saw the most recent one, I was like, dude, Modern goddamn Family, everything like it's supposed to be obvious, but like the small details with the quick zoom ins on the faces and stuff, I was like, dude,
Mhm.
they really hit it well.
Yeah, the one that I thought was so well done was the last episode with like the Malcolm in the Middle, like rapid camera stuff, like freeze frames on people and the
Yeah.
music and the kids narrating to the camera. That was so nice.
Yeah, they did. Like I said, they just did a hell of a job directing it and filming it because
Yeah.
it wasn't just a suggestion. It was just like, boom, this is a Modern Family episode with WandaVision. They like,
Yup.
fucking
Yup.
strap in, baby.
What do you think about Monica Rambeau getting super powered up?
Is that the
The sword agent lady, Captain Marvel's friend's daughter.
Oh yeah. No, I'm fucking hyped, and it's like she became. I said that it's like she became an X-Men.
Yeah.
Like just by default being. Yeah.
Going through the hex mutated her DNA.
Turkey Sandwich says she's Spectrum. I guess is Spectrum. I gotta.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
It's an actual character. Again, none of this is. Well, none of it is brand new. It's all new orientations of older comic lines. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know about that until I started looking it up.
Yeah. So we know her name was Monica the whole time? I don't know.
Monica Rambeau. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I thought they were saying like Rambo, like Rambo, but it's
Well,
like the French version, Rambo.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? She just had fucking Sylvester Stallone nickname?
I honestly, that was what clicked in my head immediately. They said Monica Rambeau. I was like, oh, this must be offspring of good old
Offspring.
John, whatever. But no, that makes sense because I searched Marvel Spectrum and immediately, obviously, it comes up Monica Rambeau Spectrum, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we all should have fucking known if we just did our research.
Yeah, Cameron says she's in the Avengers universe, not an X-Woman. Yeah, but however, we know that Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were in the X-Men universe, not the Avengers. And now
I was just saying
backwards.
she became a superhero like an X-Men, like an X-Man, like an X-Woman. What the fuck do you want to call them? Because they were mutated cells. They even said that. So it was like they're all mutants. So
yep.
It was just in an X-Men type of way.
I got you.
So
I got you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Lady of Light. She's got some cool names. Scepter, Daystar.
Those are all her names.
Sun Goddess. Notable aliases. Photon.
Those
Captain Marvel. Was she?
What, she takes over the helm of Captain Marvel then?
Yeah, it says it as an alias, so maybe she takes over some type of way.
Huh. You think we're going to see Doctor Strange at all in the last 2 episodes?
I hope so. I hope they show everybody. I want to see Hulk.
Everybody.
I want to see
Bring Thanos back. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's see them all. Let's do the reunion episode where everybody comes back and talks about their feelings. They should do like a Jersey Shore episode where everybody gets hammered and goes down to shore and uses their special powers for wrongdoings. That'd be a blast episode. Maybe that's a special 10 one.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually happening, but
maybe that's what happened. Wanda gets so hammered she gets stuck in the tub. We connected all this around. We're here.
I wrote the script. If you didn't know,
spoiler.
Not giving. I don't want to spoil the show. I'm not giving everything away yet. Yeah, it's a good. It was weird when we first heard about it. I think like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna lead off the Marvel series with WandaVision. It's gonna be Wanda and Vision, and it's gonna be like a parody of 50 sitcoms." And we're like, well, that sounds weird, and Vision's dead. So now what?
Yeah.
And here we are, and it's one of my favorite Marvel things that we've gotten so far.
No, it's they've done a great job, and I'm glad again that they didn't like give too much away. They just said this is how it's gonna be, and then fucking take me for a ride. And it's like,
Yep.
this is fine. This is fine. I was
Yeah.
cringing. So the local rock station, they do a fucking morning show, which I don't like.
Why'd you listen to it?
I just don't like their morning show because I'm in a vehicle that doesn't have like XM or anything. So my
Bluetooth?
work. Yeah, I know, but I listen to it every once in a while, and they were saying, "Oh, WandaVision, we watched like 1.5 episodes," and they're not nerds. We watched 1.5 episodes, and I just don't get it. Like, why is everybody into it? I'm like, Jesus Christ, just shut up.
I hate that.
Like, I didn't give it a chance, and why is it so bad? Well, maybe because you didn't fucking watch it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pissed.
Yeah, I hate that kind of stuff. And no offense to Mrs. Commander, but she keeps asking, like, what did I miss something? Like, what happened? Because she hasn't seen every single movie.
Yeah.
So she's like, I must have missed something. And I'm like, no, we just don't know what the hell's going on yet. Like, it's supposed to be like that. You just got to wait till the last 1 or 2 episodes, and it'll all be explained.
Yeah. Turkey says something. Oh, he was talking about Captain Marvel. One was an engine explosion. The other one was a crazy TV force field. Tomato. if you
The whole thing about tomato is that it's spelled the same way. Fucking
I know, but when I read it, that's literally how I read it. Was tomato,
no, I'm
tomato.
yelling at him. He
I
spelled
know.
the second tomato wrong.
Oh, does one of them have an E?
What?
Tomoto. Oh, I see it.
Tomato is
Yeah.
Japanese fruit.
I read it. Even for his attempt of saying tomato, I just read it as tomato. That's so dumb. Everybody, just turn this shit off. This is terrible.
We're also gonna turn this shit off.
All right. Yeah, wonky episode. We got some work to
There's
do.
no wonky episodes.
I hate episodes.
No, we're liberated. We can talk about
We're
whatever
liberated.
we want. Talk about whatever we want.
I didn't wear pants a single time during this whole thing.
I don't have any socks on. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. If you didn't watch,
Do you
this
sleep with socks
episode-
on?
Fuck no.
Dear God, what savages do that?
What kind of psychopath sleeps with socks on?
Yeah.
That drives me nuts.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'll tell you this. If my feet are like frozen bad, I'll jump into bed with socks, but before I fall asleep, I have to kick them off because it bothers the fuck out of me.
Yep.
But that's like a one-off, like my feet are fucking cold. I can't feel them. So
Right, which is not very often.
no.
And I can't sleep with like sweatpants. I have to do shorts.
See, I'm getting old, man.
I don't fuck with the pajama pants or anything.
I added like the thin, my like thin sleeping pants.
No, they get all tangled up. I move around too
agree.
much when I sleep.
I agree. Oh yeah. Oh, let's get into this because I get
Okay.
made fun of.
Okay.
Sleeping positions.
Yeah.
I sleep like a fucking infant. Like it's all over the place. Picture this, everybody.
I hope my infant doesn't sleep all over the place.
Picture this. Picture this. I'm sleeping on my belly, which I do often, and I usually have my arms up around the pillow above me, like holding the pillow. I scrunch it up between my arms so my head it holds my head.
Okay.
I had my right leg out of the covers, and bent up, so my foot was in the air, and my elbows are above my head, and that's how.
In the air, your foot was in the air.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I slept last night.
How are you holding it up? Do you get
I
a
do
Charlie
the
horse
craziest
after
shit.
a while?
I do the craziest shit. I'll sleep on my back with my knees bent up in the air, and they'll just stay in the air. They won't flop over to one side. They'll just stay in the air.
Interesting. I've never gotten mine in the air. I do have my leg like cocked up, like from above. I probably look like a big number 4.
Yeah.
I have my leg like angled.
Cocked out. Yeah.
And I do actually I have a giant body pillow that I have, and I sleep with that. And I sleep belly down. And then I face one way, and then I get tired for a while, and then I roll over and I face the other way, and I just do that like 3 or 4 times, and then I wake up.
There's no rules for Mopar when I sleep.
No rules.
I have no idea. I sleep so hard that and not all the time. I'll wake up throughout the night, but when I get to sleep, it's free game. I'm spinning, I'm tornadoing, there's legs, there's limbs. It's all over the place, and I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes I'll wake
Yeah.
up and I'll just look at myself and like, how the fuck did I end up this way?
Yep. That sounds about right. And our bed is a mess right now because I have a body pillow. Mrs. Commander has a giant coiled pregnancy pillow, and we
Yeah.
have both of us, and we have Jackson in the bed all at the same time.
Yeah.
So half the night I end up without covers.
Yeah.
The other half
I'm
the
the same
night
way.
I'm kicking things off the bed.
Yep. Yeah. In my tornado spins, I spin because I
That's
spin
your
constantly.
superpower. That's your superhero.
Sleeping. He's called
Sleep
sleeps while
tornado.
spins while sleeps.
I'm gonna go with sleep tornado. I like that one.
Sleep tornado. Oh man. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Like once I get to sleep,
Yeah.
I just move and move and move. I constantly wake
That's
up
the
with
most hyperbolic thing I've ever heard.
why?
As soon as I get to sleep, I just keep moving. Can't
It's
stop.
true.
Can't stop.
Can't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Yeah. Weird. Yeah, because she wakes up in the middle of the night all the time now. And she was coming back from the bathroom. She looked at me and she was like, she told me this morning, she's like, I was about to wake you up. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Again, I was sleeping on my stomach and both legs straight down, but my one leg was bent at the knee. And so my foot was just floating in the air.
That I do not understand. I feel like you would have to activate your muscles to keep it straight
Exactly.
up.
It's the same thing if I'm sleeping on my back with my knees bent in the air. Like your legs should like flop to one side or something, but I'll keep my knees in the air while I'm sleeping on my back.
I need pictures.
We'll figure it out.
I need videos.
I'll do example pictures. I'll do a quick photo shoot.
I need
no
a sketch.
socks, of course.
I need a reenactment as well. Yeah.
Side view, top view. Yeah.
I need to investigate this further.
Yeah. I'm just working out when I'm sleeping. I'm just holding things.
Holding those poses. Sleep yoga, they call
Sleep
it. It's a
yoga.
new trend.
Sloga.
You don't need a yoga.
All right.
You just
We're
need a
done
bed.
with this shit.
Okay.
The Pillow Supreme.
Pillow
We're done.
Supreme. Let's do it. Let's go play some Minecraft or something.
Good Day Galaxy. Yeah, I might jump back on.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Appreciate it. We appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, I want to say thanks, and I'll see you next week. Oh, turkey sandwich, Darth Vader. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you later.
Okay, kids.
You got some turkey anatomy knowledge here too from Turkey Sandwich. That'll help you. With your sleeping position.